Good morning. Just a small confirmation. Are you able to hear my voice? Please use the chat window to reply. I suppose the audio is okay. So you can use the chat window to confirm. Can you hear me? Rakesh, please confirm whether my voice is audible. Or anybody? Sushant, Viswajit. Just 1 second. Let me try and. Okay. Thanks. Good morning to all. We will start the presentation. You can use the Q&A session here, the Q&A chat box to raise any queries, or if you want to know something, please use the Q&A button to type out your queries. I'll be having a look at them constantly. I will answer any queries that you would have during the course of this presentation. That's fine. Yeah. Uh, Yeah, good morning to all. Welcome to Algomojo platform demonstration. Today, we are thrilled to showcase our innovative solutions that simplify the process of automating trading signals and order placement into your demat accounts. Our platform caters to uh, traders and investors of all levels of experience, from newcomers to seasoned professionals. We have developed advanced features aimed at elevating your trading strategies and helping you to unlock your full potential in the market. Let's embark on this journey together as we explore the cutting edge of trading technology. The agenda for today is we will have a small introductory session on the Algomojo platform and its features. Then we will look at how do we integrate with TradingView, the broker account, and how to set up any strategy using TradingView. Then we can look at integration with Amibroker. Then we'll talk about the support that is available from Algomojo. Um, we could have the Q&A session at the end of the presentation, or if you have any specific queries to be addressed, kindly let me know. I'll try and address during the course of the presentation. Just 1 second. Please let me know if you want me to focus more on any particular subject or topic, or would you like to look at in detail in to integration with TradingView or Amibroker, so that we can focus on that and see how you could use those chatting platforms to automate your signals for order placement. You can type in the Q&A box so that I'll address them as we go along. Yeah, Algomojo is a web-based trading platform. Uh, It's a more of an execution or a bridge. We act as a bridge between your broker account and your charting platform. It's web-based. We don't have an app or any other application to be downloaded. You can open any browser and log into our uh, website and proceed further towards trading into your accounts. It is designed for traders to automate their strategy trading signals. We have currently integrated uh, with some of the popular tools like TradingView, Amibroker, MT4, charting, uh, Ninja Trader. Yeah, there are some application, some modules available, made available for Google Sheet users, Chrome extension, Excel, and Python. We provide a common API connectivity to multiple brokers. We provide execution modules. We provide sample codes which can be used in for automation to in any of these platforms. Our aim is to make trading experience more efficient, simple, and user-friendly. Sure, I'll focus more on how do we do with algo trading using TradingView. We'll take a couple of examples and go through them and see how we automate them today in this session. If you have any particular strategy that you're looking at in TradingView, kindly type in the Q&A box so that I can try and see how we can do the automation for any particular strategy that is available or indicator that is that you will be using and you would like to see how to use them, how to automate them. So please type in using the Q&A box. We will have a look at it. Sure. Some of the key features of Algomojo would include custom order execution. Traders can create custom order management modules to suit your specific trading preferences and objectives. What do we mean by that is if you want to trade in various segments like equities, futures, and options, so you can choose what is that you want to trade, what is that you want to automate, and whether you want to trade, if you're trading in options, whether you want to trade at the money, in the money, or out of the money. We provide up to 20 strikes in the money and 20 strikes out of the money, which could be selected for your trading purpose. We will go through each of these or some of these during the demo. Um, once like options, you have the flexibility to choose what you want to trade. Or if you say that, okay, on a given particular day, I would like to trade only a specific option, so a strike price, that is also possible. Or dynamically, we can change the strike that needs to be traded based on the uh, spot price, which is running at that point in time when the signal is generated. Then if you're an option buyer, you can do the buying, or if you're an option seller, you can do that. Or if you want to hedge some of your trades, you can hedge that by buying an option or even selling an option. Then if you are sending a lot of, if the quantity is more than the freeze limit set by the exchange, then you need not have to worry about splitting those quantity. We will do the splitting of the orders and place multiple orders on your behalf based on the quantity set by you in the order management tool that we will be going through. Then in terms of risk management for the users, we have provided currently target and stop loss, which you can set it either in points or percentage, and it could be percentage or points of the premium, or if it is a future or a stock, the current last traded price or average executed price. Based on that, you can set the target and stop loss. Yeah, we will go through once you create a strategy, what are the options available, what that needs to be chosen based on. There are some dependencies on some of the strategies that you will be using for automation. We'll go through those step by step when we get into the actual platform usage. Then you can customize in terms of the time that you want to set. It could be the start time or the end time. when we say start times, there are traders we have seen that they don't want to trade the morning volatility or the closing volatility. They would like to start their trade from say 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock or 10:30, and would do not wish to automate any signals which come after say 2:30 or 3 o'clock. So you can set the end time, and square off times can also be set. Expiry times can also be set. So on the particular day of expiry, on the day of expiry at a particular time that you have chosen, you could look at the system would square off and roll over the options or futures or the positions that you have taken. Yeah, some of the features continued are you are a say a weekly or a futures trader and you'd like to roll over your positions. The system will take care of the rollovers also. So if it's a weekly rollover, say on Wednesdays at a set particular time, whatever portion is there, that will be closed, and the next week's position in bank Nifty could be taken. If it is Nifty, it is done on Thursdays, and you can specify the time you want to roll over at 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock. If you don't specify the time, it will get rolled over at 3:15 by the system automatically. Sorry, it will get squared off at 3:15 automatically. And if you want to roll over, you choose the date, the rollover option, which we'll be saying, and also set the time when you want to roll over. Based on that, we will execute the trades for you. Yeah, there are some rules which have been set in our system. These are dependent on the kind of strategies which a lot of people use for automation, for trade executions. It broadly fits into some 4 to 5 categories. Like there are traders who'd like to do only long trades. They don't look at taking short trades. Then for them, you have an option called long only rule. Then there are traders who take only short positions for whatever reasons, whatever study they have done, and they do not wish to take the long positions at all, then you can tell the system to honor only the short signals and ignore the long signals. So it will trade accordingly. If you are a trader, you would like to trade both long and short signals that come in, the system can take care of that also. So we will go through each of these rules and how to use them, how to identify what is suitable for your kind of strategy by taking some examples when we during the course of this presentation. If you're a options trader, then if you're doing naked option selling and buying, that is fine. Suppose you would like to hedge or you have some option strategies that you want to handle, the system can handle those. So you can set the straddles and strangles or butterflies or various other option strategies. So based on a single signal, the multiple legs under these strategies will be executed as based on the signal that we get here. Notification is a facility which allows you to receive any signal or order execution notification on Telegram. It's pretty easy to set it up. We will show you also, so that whenever a signal is received and an order is executed, you can get a notification on your Telegram app. You can create a watch list. Suppose you're trading in a single strategy and you want to apply that to various stocks, then you can create a watch list. Especially what we have seen is people who use charting kind of thing, where they scan a lot of stocks which run into thousands in terms of numbers. Could be 1,500, 2,000, or whatever, all the stocks in the exchange. All those can be added into the watch list. So whenever a signal is received for those symbols which come from your charting tool, the orders will be placed on against those particular symbols that you want to trade in. There are reports available on a daily basis. You can download for your analysis as to what are the signals that you got from your charting platform, what orders got placed, what are the positions that got closed, and which are open. So you can get the reports of all these in our platform. See, currently we have, before going that further, let me try and show you our website for people who have not, who would like to have more information on this. One moment on our platform. Hope you are able to see our website. This is algomojo.com. This is a typical homepage. So if you do not have an account and you would like to open an account with any of the brokers, you can use our website algomojo.com and open a new account. The advantage that you would get is with if you open an account through Algomojo in any of these listed brokers with whom we have done the API integration, you get the APIs and all the features that Algomojo offers free of cost for the life. So it will be about 20-25 years. So suggest that if you don't have an account, or if you already have an account and you would like to avail this free offer and all the facilities that we offer, kindly use our website and open an account in any of these brokers and avail the services that we provide. So this is for opening an account. And suppose you already have an account and you would like to log in, you could so before we're getting into login, let me also talk a brief about the pricing. In terms of pricing, for people who open an account using our website, there are no API charges forever. You will not be charged anything. You will be able to use all the facilities that we extend. For other people who have an account and would like to utilize our platform for uh, placing orders and use all the features that we provide, you have three options to subscribe, either monthly, half yearly, or yearly. On a yearly basis, it works out to 500 rupees for you. I think we have kept it very, very competitive so that people could take advantage of the features that we offer and get benefits of the system that we have built. Yeah. Now, if you have an account already and you would like to log in, kindly use the space button called login. It will ask you which is the broker you would like to log in with. Say for today's demo, we'll be using a broker called TradeGenie. So after you register as a new user, uh, you will be getting this homepage where you have to enter the same credentials that you use provided by the broker. So this is my broker ID and I add the password. You can get a OTP or OTP based on the broker provided facility. Once you log in with the credentials, this is the homepage of your account. This is the same homepage for irrespective of which broker you're going to use for trading purpose. You will get a summary of all the funds that you have in your account, what are the orders placed, what are the holdings that you have, what are the positions which are open. These are the summary details that I've provided. You have facility to create 5 watch lists and add your stocks into these watch lists, and you can place orders manually if you want to from this place as such. You need not have to open your broking account and then try and place an order. You can do it from here. So we act as a single platform for all your order placements, either manually or automatically. Yeah. So once you log in, what you'll need to look at is what is the API validity for your account. So if you have opened an account using Algomojo, as I was mentioning, you will get API free for so many days, or it will show you the expiry date also. Or if you're already having an account, all the users will get 7 days free trial so that you can experience our platform and see whether it meets your trading requirement or investment requirements. Only when you're satisfied that yes, it meets your kind of requirement for trading automatically or manually, we would recommend that you go in for a subscription. So by choosing the three methods that are provided for you. So if you want to renew an API after the trial period, use this facility, go and make the payment, your account will automatically get renewed and the validity of the APIs will be shown here. Yeah. Going back on the presentation. Yeah. Currently, we have integrated close to about 20 to 23 brokers, which would include most of the large broking houses, including Angel Brokers, Allies Blue, Fires, then First Stock, Motilal, Kotak. Then you have Paytms to Zerodha. So, as I was mentioning, for using any of these brokers, there are no additional API charges or platform charges if you have opened the account using Algomojo with these brokers. Of course, Zerodha charges 2,000 rupees extra for their own API. That will continue to be there. Otherwise, from Algomojo, there'll be no other additional cost. If you already have an account with any of these brokers, you can take the trial period and then after that take the subscription and continue using our systems. We are working with some more brokers. We plan to add the following brokers shortly. Uh, Currently testing with Sharekhan, Sky Broking, and Bajaj Finance is in progress. We intend to be live with them in the next 1 2 weeks, and the rest of them will follow shortly. Now, when it comes to automation, it's a two-step process. So the first step is what we do in our platform as a user, as a trader. What is that one needs to do in the Algometer platform? And the second part is what is that one needs to do in your charting platform, which could be your trading view or Amibroker or charting or any of those. So in Algomojo, you will need to define the orders that you want to automate. For example, whether you want to automate in equities or if you want to do it in futures or options, what quantity, what strike price, you select those parameters and then you enable the paper trade or live trade. Yeah, and mm, continue with the next step, which will be the part two of setting up the trading view or Amibroker. So today we'll be focusing on trading view and Amibroker. If anybody is interested in Amibroker, we can look at it. Otherwise, main focus would be on trading view. So here, what we need, what as an user you need to do is create an alert against the symbol and the strategy that you want the orders to be placed by the system automatically. Then if you're using Amibroker, there is one more step of installing the necessary module for Amibroker. Then in both these cases, we'll need to use something called a webhook URL to be used in which we'll be providing in our website, which you need to copy paste onto either to TradingView and also in Amibroker, depending on your platform or chart tank also. I was mentioning about the rules in that we have set before coming into getting into details of the rules. Let us look at the platform. Yeah. Here, after you log in, once you have a valid API, the first step is defining your order management parameters in Algomojo. So for that, we go to this tab called My Strategies, and we add something called a new strategy. So, so once you click on new strategy, you will need to update these parameters depending on what you want to trade. First thing that will ask that it will be asked is the name. It could be anything. No limitation. Keep it as relevant to your trading strategy as possible. For say, let me start this with a name called Demo Nifty Futures. Then there are, as I was mentioning, there are certain rules that we have formed based on various strategies, how they operate. After doing an extensive study, we find that it could fit into any of these 5 options that we provide. I will get into this as we go along further. For now, let me select something called a stop and reversal rule. Then it'll ask which is the segment that you're looking at for trading. It could be equities, it could be futures or options. And again, if it is options, there's something called a dynamic option. Dynamic option will automatically select the strike price that you have chosen at the time of the signal received by Algomojo. So if you have selected an ATM, so it will select the ATM strike price when we get the signal, or when your chart generates a signal, and it's sent to Algomojo for order placement. Or if it is ITM or OTM, depending on the current spot price, it will pick up the relevant strike price for you for placing the order. Say, for example, let's look at a futures for today for demo. So you can look at Nifty. You can choose Nifty futures. Select from the drop downs which are available. So Nifty future, August futures. Then order type could be NRML or MIS. Then price is always market. There's no other option available. Limit order is still under development. It will be launched shortly. So the quantity that you want to trade, suppose default is 25. Depending on the instrument that you choose, the quantity will be updated automatically. As you can see here, for Nifty, the quantity is 25, default quantity. Then suppose say you want to trade in 100 lots, so quantity becomes 2,500. And freeze quantity for Nifty futures is 1,800. So it will split orders into multiple 1,800 quantity, so that 2,500 quantity will be placed. You can define whether you want to roll over. Futures are normally monthly contracts, so you can define it as next month if you want to roll over, or say don't roll over. If you want to set target and stop loss, use this option, either percentage or points. Suppose you are saying points, I want to keep the target as 100 points, mention that. Similarly, stop loss, you can say that, okay, I want to keep it at 50 points, you can do that. And start time by default is 9:15. After 9:15, whatever signals are sent to our system, we'll execute that. End time is the end time for the execution of the signal. Suppose you have set the end time as say 2 o'clock, and you send a signal at 2:15, it will get ignored because you have set the end time of the signal receipt should be 2 o'clock. So any signals coming from your charting tool after 2 p.m. will not be executed. If you don't want any limitation of that sort, leave that blank. Then square of time on the expiry time, or MIS, on the MI, if you have selected MIS as your order type, then you need to say what is the time at which it has to square off. Then expiry square off you can set. Otherwise, default, if you leave it, the exchange defaults will be applied and the orders will be placed for either square off or rollover or any of these things. So once these parameters are set, we do a submission of the parameters. So the strategy that we created has been successfully done. Now, once you submit these parameters, our system will produce a couple of things. Now, one is called a webhook URL, and the other one is a message to be copied and pasted in TradingView. So as a user, all you have to do is copy and paste these at the relevant places, either in TradingView or Amibroker. We have tried to keep it as simple as possible. One need not have to know anything about coding or programming to automate your strategies. It is a simple copy paste that you need to do. So to copy this long URL, all you have to do is say copy from here. So use this button for copying. So it will get copied to the clipboard, go to your charting platform and copy the webhook URL wherever it is relevant. Similarly, in Amibroker or charting or any other place. And the message to be used in TradingView can also be copied from here. So, and then pasted there. Yeah. Now in TradingView, there are 4 types of message boxes that we provide. One is if you're running a strategy in TradingView, then you have to use this message. Now, if you're sending a symbol also from TradingView, then you have to use this message box, which will have the ticker name also to be included. Ticker name also to be included. And then you have indicator. People use indicators for entry and exit. So when you are using an indicator in TradingView, then you can for entry purpose you could use the buy or the cover. Then for exit you can use a sell or short kind of options depending on your requirement. We will look at some of the samples. I'll brief you as to what message to be used and what condition. It's pretty simple to identify. Similar to the strategy, you can define the symbol also to be sent from the trading view. Then you have to use this codes which are given here. So copy these and paste it in trading view. Any queries so far? Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. What if someone wants to buy sell options in case you want to buy? Sorry. When we get into options, I'll show that also. So we were trying to configure for futures. So um, futures is normally buy and sell. Sorry. Um, I'll show you the how to select the selling option if you want to sell a option whenever the signal is received, right? So once your strategy is defined, these parameters get updated. So these we will use in TradingView and in or in Amibroker for automation purpose. Now let's look at for how do we do automation in TradingView first. We will use a strategy called SuperTrend for sending orders. Then we will use one or two indicators to configure and see how do we place orders using indicator. Then third method that we'll see today is how do we place an order based on the price action. Like people would like to buy at the support levels and sell at the resistance levels, or if people would like to buy when the trend line is broken or sell when the trend line is broken up or broken down. So how to do those price-based automation, we'll have a look at that also. Yeah. Moving to trading view. Yeah, I suppose you are able to see the trading view here. Now, for today's demo purpose, we will be using, let's use Bitcoin market. Yeah, that will be running today so that we'll get to see some live trades. Yeah, Bitcoin is running, and let's try and set up the automation process using this chart. Now, this is a strategy called SuperTrend. I suppose most of you would have used SuperTrend or using SuperTrend for your trading purpose, which is always in trade. This is called buy. This is either long or short, always. Now, as you can see, it's running in a short condition now. Let me change the time frame to 1 minute so that we get a better we should be able to generate some signals from this chart. Yeah, hope the screen is clear. Yeah, as I was mentioning, super trend is a strategy which is always in trade. That is, it is either long or short. So when you have a strategy which is always in trade, like long or short, then the rule to be used in Algomojo is the stop and reversal. Now, let me show you here how the rule is relevant. So you have this rule, which is the most important thing to understand and use it in case if you use a rule which is not in sync with your trading charting platform, then wrong orders could get placed. So here, when we have to use a rule called stop and reverse for a strategy like super trend, which is always in trade. Now, why do we say this? Is that uh, suppose super trend has generated a long signal, or I think it is currently running. Yeah, it is already in long. As you can see, it is running in long now. So when a long signal gets generated, you would like to take a long entry. So and when a short signal comes, you want to close the long entry and take the short entry. So what the rule that we use is stop and reverse. We are saying that, okay, when a long entry comes, the long entry is taken, and when a reversal comes, please stop the long entry and take the reverse entry. So it will close the long position and take the short position. So the rule to be used is dependent completely on how your strategy is configured or structured. Now there are some strategies which would be like, say, like it will take a buy. Say for example, it will take a buy here, and then it will take a sell here, and there will be no trades at all. Say till here. So then if you use stop and reversal, it is not the correct rule, because after this buy and sell, there are no trades for you. So it is take a long entry and close the short entry and wait for the next signal. Then the rule to be used will be buy plus short, long plus short, which is buy and sell, and not the stop and reversal kind of rule, because this those kind of strategies are not always in trade. So it takes an entry, exits it, it will wait for some time for the new setup to happen. Based on that, it will take a long or short again, or short or long again. And it need not be in trade always. So in those kind of circumstances, you will need to use the long plus short rule. In long plus short, there are two of them. One is long plus short buy sell, or long plus short buy sell short cover. Short and cover are normally the actions that are defined more in Amibroker rather than in TradingView. So for TradingView users, we normally recommend the buy sell, long plus short buy sell. That is the third rule. And in case if your TradingView is configured to give short and cover signals also, then you can use the fourth rule, which will be your uh, buy sell short cover. Depending on how your strategy is structured, you will need to select the rule. Now, as I was also mentioning, that there are people who would like to take only the long trades. For example, they take a long here and close that long trade here. When the sell comes, they will again take a long and close the long trade, and when the sell comes, they don't trade short signals at all. So for those kind of traders, kindly select the first rule, which is long only. So whenever the sell comes, it will just close the existing portion and not take the short position here. The vice versa is for people who take only short trades. So it will ignore any buy that will come in. It will take the short entry when the short signal is triggered, and when the buy comes, it will close the short position and wait for the next sell signal to come. So when the next sell signal comes, it will take the short entry again. So for such type of traders, the who like to trade only the short signals, then use the rule called short only, which is the second rule in the of the five rules that we have defined. So which are based on these kind of studies. And we have seen a lot of studies in TradingView and Amibroker. And for any of those requirements, these five rules will, one of the five rules will be, can be used and it will work properly. Hope that is clear. Now, once you have a strategy like this, to automate this, we go to the strategy name. And as you can see here, there are three buttons here, which when you click on that more as such, you get an option for add alert on the strategy name which you have chosen. Like here, what we are using is super trend. Most important part before setting an alert is you need to be clear. You need to first define what is that you want to trade, whether it is Nifty, Bank Nifty, it is equity, any of those. Open that chart first as a first step. The second step is to select the time frame, whether you're trading on a 1 minute time frame, 5 minute time frame, 15 minute time frame, hourly, any of those. Please select the relevant time frame in which your strategy is going to run. Third is load your strategy, or yeah. So your script is known and your time frame is known, and load your strategy. Once your strategy is loaded, then we get into automation of that strategy by using this facility called more, where it will ask you to add an alert to, in this example, it is super trend. So we say that, okay, add an alert to super trend. Once you click this, you will be able to see this pop-up box, which is provided by TradingView. TradingView offers a lot of facility for traders. Now, for each kind of strategy or indicator, this pop-up box needs to be updated with relevant information, and it would vary from a strategy to an indicator. Kindly note this point, it's very important. So if you're unaware as to whether it is a strategy code that needs to be uploaded or whether it's an indicator code that needs to be uploaded from Algomojo, when you open the alert creation box, if you see a box like with very few stuff like what is the condition, expiration, alert name and message box, then this is a strategy. Now, what is it if it is going to be an indicator? We'll see that also. 1 second, let me try and show that. Now it seems that becomes easier. Let's RSI is a pretty popular indicator. Now, when you load an RSI indicator, here against that name, you get this facility for adding an alert. Add an alert on RSI. When you click that, as you can see, the box is much bigger and it has got many other parameters also. These are parameters provided by TradingView. As you can see, this has got something called a condition, crossing up, crossing down, and greater than, lesser than, all these facilities, parameters. And when should it be triggered, and name and message box. There are some additional parameters when you are using an indicator. So for an indicator or a price-based alert creation or entry exit creation, you will need to use a different template given by TradingView. For strategy-based studies, you will need to use a TradingView will give you a different message box or alert conditions to be updated. So as you can see here, for strategies, you will have very few. There's nothing to be filled except for the message box and your notification, the alert name. That's it. Whereas for an indicator, we see multiple other parameters that you, as a user, you need to update. So this is pretty important for your understanding and proper codes to be updated so that the orders are placed as per your requirement. So here, for normally for indicators, you will need to define whether it is crossing up or crossing down, whether it has to take orders once the bar flows. And once these are updated, the message box needs to be updated with an alert name, and webhook URL needs to be updated here. The another important thing I'm missed mentioning is that for automation from TradingView, you will need to have a subscription of TradingView. Only then the facility for using webhook URL will be provided. Otherwise, for any other free users, the facility of webhook URL updation will not be there. So if you try and want to update this, it will ask you to take up the subscription. So subscription of TradingView, I think typically would cost around 1,200 rupees per month, kind of thing. The basic plan is essential unless you have too many alerts to be created. Basic plan is sufficient, which allows you to, I think, create about 20 alerts or 20 automations can be done with the basic plan. Yeah, we are looking at how do we do the automation first for the when you're running a strategy. So suppose you can bring in any strategy in TradingView which you have, and if they have the facility for creating an alert, all you have to do is update. Say when you say add alert, if it opens up this box, you can do an automation. You can open any strategy available in TradingView. Check for this facility. If it is, if you get an option like what we are seeing now, where it's asking just for the message and the alert name to be updated, then it is a strategy. If you get multiple boxes to be updated, like what we saw in indicator, then it is an indicator. So it is not a strategy. So there are kindly note these two differences. Strategies will send entry and exit signal. It is programmed or coded in such a manner that and buy sell are generated by the code. So we use a different message and read those messages and accordingly place the order. So once you have a strategy like super trend, we need to give a name. So I'll say demo Nifty futures. Today is 24th August It could be any name. There's no rule for setting the name. So what is the message to be added? You can get that message from our web strategy that we created, order parameters that we created. So go to this place, go to the strategy section under the trading view, copy this, come back to trading view and paste this message content. This is one copy paste that you need to do. The second is the webhook URL. As you can see, default, it would have taken the prior alert that you created. Go to Algomojo again, then copy this webhook URL, long URL, and paste it here. So these are the two things that you need to copy and paste. Once it is defined, you just say create. The strategies that you create will be indicated here. As you can see, this is a strategy alert that we just created, demo NF 24th August. So if Supertrend generates a sell signal now, it will take the sell order. Now, another important point to be noted is once you define the order parameters, you need to go back here and enable the paper trade or live trade. Kindly make use of the paper trade facility that we provide. Paper trade is provided as a facility is provided for the users to check whether the entire process that you have defined is being followed correctly, whether the orders are getting placed as per your requirements. For testing that purpose, we are allowing pre-paper trade facilities to be used in our system. Once you're satisfied that yes, your orders are going through as per the plan, as per the strategy, as per the charting tool signal generation, you can take it for live trading as such. Now, every day mornings when you open the log into the web page, it is mandatory that you log into the web page, this web page, broker web page using Algomojo. You will also need to come and enable the paper trade or live trade, depending on what you are using. Only then any signals coming in will be taken up for automatically for automation. Now, once you've done this for this demo purpose, or as a user, you can also place orders manually. Suppose, say, you want to place an order manually after creating it. Say you can say buy. So as you can see, the buy signal has been generated. You can view all your signals from under the section called My Signals. When you come to My Signals, it will show you that, okay, at 10:54:18, a buy action has been generated, and it will show you also manual buy signal generated and what is the status, it has been completed. Now, this is the signal detail. Then what are the orders placed for this? As you can see here, we had selected 2,500 as a quantity. So it has split the order into 2,800 and 700, and it has placed the order. So two orders have been placed. This order has been split and two have been sent to the exchange for placement. And the positions can be seen here. Sorry, Saturdays, it's also so happens that brokers would be doing some maintenance. So we would find that systems could be running slow sometimes on Saturdays or Sundays when you try this. Let me just check what is the strategy ID. 149. You can select it will give you a report on based on the strategies. As such, if you have multiple strategies, each can be viewed separately. You can see how many signals have been generated for each of the strategies separately. So this is the strategy that we just created. As you can see here, it's a normal order for futures and the quantity is 2,500. Average buy price is so much. LTP is so much. What is the DSP and L, M2M? All these details can be seen under My Signals. You have the signals, orders, and position details that can be viewed. Now, in case you are looking at the chart and you feel that, okay, you want to close the position, you can do that from here. You can say that, okay, square off my positions manually, so it will get squared off. Or you can also do the same thing from here. You can say square off, it will square off the existing position and wait for the new signal to come. Now, what we have done here is that since uh, super trend is running on buy, I've taken a buy portion. We will wait for the sell portion and see what happens to the position which we have taken. One point to be noted for all users is that any orders that you trigger using our platform and from Algo from your charting tool, you have to use only this page, either buy, sell, short, cover, or from my signals, you go to position book for squaring off or doing any kind of activity on the portion which is open. Now, if you open your mobile phone and close the quantity which is running there, our system will not understand that you already closed the position. So when a reverse signal comes, it will try and place multiple orders and your entire requirement will go for a toss. So you want to close the position, add additional quantity, do all that only from uh, Algomojo my signals page or from the strategies place. Buy, sell, you do it from here so that our system remembers that, okay, these are the trades that are generated and which are currently running. If you do it manually from mobile phone or directly from the broker account, our system will not be updated. Then it will lead to a confusion. Now, in case, say, you have already gone ahead and then closed the position and you would like to handle the next signal through the system, you have to come and update. There's a facility for updating the position, adjusting the position which is running. You come here and say, okay, adjust this position to 0 because I already closed it in manually. So you make this 0 and say submit so that our system knows that, okay, you've gone and closed the order of 2500 which was running. So when the next signal comes, it will try and not close the existing position which was there. It will take the fresh short order. That is how you do it. Okay. Now, since the trade is already running as long, let me try and keep this position also. For our demo purpose, we'll get an opportunity to see what happens when a short signal comes. So currently 2500 quantity is running, where if the system generates a sell signal, it should close that 2500 quantity and along and take a reverse order of short 2500. Any questions, any queries so far? You can use the Q&A box to type out any of the questions. Any doubts which you have so far, let me know. So I will try and I'll address them now. Yeah, that's fine. I think there are no queries so far. So the second thing, I think most of them would be option traders. Let us see how do we do an option trading setup using an indicator as such. Okay. For this demo purpose, we'll use the stochastic indicator. Its process is the same, irrespective of whichever indicator you bring in. Now, in TradingView, you will find numerous strategies and indicators. As long as they allow for alert creation, you will be able to automate it. When you click the position here, you need not have the visibility for the code at all. If the strategy gives you this provision for alert creation, that is sufficient. We'll be able to take care of the orders which come. Yeah. So we will be using RSI for triggering orders and options. Now, first, as I was mentioning, first you have to set up what is that you want to trade in options. So we'll go and create a new strategy under options. Yeah, for options, come to my strategies and we'll see that, okay, new strategy. I'll give a name as NF options. Options. Here, as a rule, we are going to use the similar kind of thing, entry and exit. So we will enter at the bottom of RSI, and then we'll exit when the RSI hits, say somewhere around 70 or 80, and take a reverse position. So we'll be using a similar rule there also. Here also for options automation, we'll use the rule as stop and reversal. Then segment I will say is futures, say dynamic options. Now, when you select dynamic options, it means that we will take the uh, strike price at the time of placement of the order. So whenever we get a signal, depending on what Nifty, whatever is the spot price, we will take the option pricing as per that. Now here for options, you can trade in Nifty, Bank Nifty, and Finifty as of now. The mid cap or the stock options are currently not enabled. Only three instruments are enabled for your options trading. So let us look at Nifty. And expiry you can set as yeah, depending on how many weeks are left in the month. So we have 1 week left. So you can choose the current month, which will give you a date also. What is the expiry date will be selected. Suppose if you say week 1, then it will show you 5th of September also. So depending on which week expiry that you want to trade, you can select it from this drop down. I'll select it as current month. Or if you always want to trade next expiry, always next expiry, always current expiry, you have various options which you can choose so that the system will keep repeating the orders based on the expiry that you select. So I'll take it as current expiry, then I'll keep it as ITM2. When you say ITM, you can select from here up to 20 strikes. Say, so let's take ITM 5. So, and again, somebody was asking about how to do an option selling. Under the option type, you have 4 options: buying, selling, hedge buying, hedge selling. So when you get a buy signal, if you want to sell an option, for a buy signal, if you want to sell PE, then you will need to use the selling option. Yeah. So whenever long signal is generated, it will go and sell the PE. If it's a short signal which is generated, it will go and sell the CE, ITM 5 CE. So if it's a long signal, it will sell ITM 5 PE. So that is how you look at selling or buying. Suppose if it is buying, then order type, it can be NRML or MIS. For demo, we'll keep it as an NRML. Price is always market, and you can vary the quantity also. Suppose you say that 50 lots, it will show you the quantity, the 1250. Then there's no split. Then you can do a rollover also. If you say choose the expiry, it will ask you to update some more fields like your when do you want to roll over, the time for rollover, all that. Now for now, I'll keep it as don't roll over. If you want to set the target and stop loss in either in percentage or points, you can define those here. So based on whether points or percentage, you can select the relevant field and update them. Once these parameters are updated, we do a submission. The strategy gets saved and these codes are generated for you. Now we are going to use indicator for our automation. So we will say that, okay, we will buy an option when the RSI comes about 25 from below. Now its RSI is currently around 4 point odd. So we come here and say that, okay, add an alert on stochastic only when the RSI crosses up from below. And in the message box, we say that, okay, paste this buy, and we'll say that name as NF options entry. So for options trading, we will need to define for trading using indicators, you will need to define entry and exit both. Whereas for a strategy, it is only one alert that you create. For indicators or price-based alert creation, you will need to create both entry and exit. When do you want to enter and when do you want to exit? Both needs to be created. So we will say there's entry. And webbook URL is the other thing that we need to copy and paste. We come here and we copy this, go back here and update the webbook URL. So as you can see here, we have said that, okay, normally it's suggested that you wait for the bar to close. So once the bar closes above this level, say crossing up a value of, you will also need to say what is the value that you want to create an alert. Say we'll keep it at 30. So once you say that, okay, price, when RSI goes down the level of 30 and starts coming up, I want an entry to be taken is what we are defining here. So once these parameters are updated, we just say create. So once you do a create, it gets highlighted here. Your alert creation is here. And also you can see there is one dotted line with a right arrow. So that is the level it is showing as 30. At 30 level, it'll say that, okay, if RSI comes from below and crosses above this and the candle closes above this 30, it'll take a buy entry. So we have defined it here also. As you can see, it is 30. Now, if you want to make this higher or lower, so you can drag it up or down. So accordingly, the indicator will also shift. I brought it down to a level around 16. This alert that you created also gets updated here. So as you can see, the line is shifted here. So it is a one-time setup that you need to do for both entry and exit. After that, you can just keep shifting up or down depending on what level you want the entry to be taken and what level the exit has to happen and the reverse entry to be taken. So let's keep it around say 15. So currently it's around 7.7. So if the RSI comes above this level and the candle closes, we will need a long entry to be taken. That is what we have told the system. The process for creating alert for any indicator is the same. So you have an entry. Now we also need to define an exit. After, say, let's assume that the entry happens here, and after that we have to exit. If we say that, okay, if the RSI goes above 80 and then starts coming down, only then I need an exit. Otherwise, I'll wait for this to keep going up and then take the reverse entry. So you will need to define the exit also. Let's look at how do we define that. It's a simple process. Once the entry is defined, do a right click and do a clone of it. So what it does is it makes a copy of whatever you have created for entry. Here we go and change. Instead of crossing up, we'll say crossing down, and we will say the level to be at say 75. When it goes above and it starts coming below 75, I want a sell to be taken. So here we come and say sell in the message box, and this I'll rename it as exit. So once these two are defined, sorry, as I was mentioning, it allows you only up to 20 alerts. There are more alerts created running here. Let me try and stop some of them so that we can see how do we do the balance of the automation. Let me save it again. So you have an entry and you have an exit. So if the entry, as you can see, the exit line also gets defined here, the line with an arrow mark, which you can also keep shifting up or down depending on your study when you want to take an entry or exit. So for indicators for price-based actions, we look at creating one entry alert and one exit alert. These are one-time automation steps to be followed. Once you have done that, you can keep varying the levels. Either you can use it as a trial or based on the price trailing stop loss, based on the price movement, you can keep varying the levels. So it becomes easier to handle. Not that you have to create the alerts every time. It's a simple process. These are some of the functions available in TradingView. We suggest users to kindly make use of these facilities for automation purpose. So we have created entry and exit also. Now, while we were doing this, we have, if you see the screen here, Supertrend has given a sell signal. So what should have happened is that we had been running 2,500 quantity of long, and that should have got stopped out, and a sell should have been taken. So now we go to logs here, and as you can see here, there was a alert which was created at 11:09:02. That is the time of the alert creation of sell. So it is given a sell signal. So let's see what has happened to our strategy and whether it has placed the orders as per that. So as you can see here, we were looking at, yeah, here. This also gives you the timings and date of what time the order is received or signal is received. So as you can see here, the order has been placed for sell, and what has happened to the existing portion, as you can see here. The signal receive time is given and signal end time, placement order entry time is also given to you. So we had 2,500 quantity which was running. It has reversed the order and taken 2,500 quantity short. So as you can see here, our position becomes minus 2,500. Now, so once you do the setup, the entire process can keep running automatically with if you don't intervene as such. So it becomes easier to operate using TradingView because you need not have to keep your systems on and up and running every time. It is a one-time strategy creation here. You come and define what is that you want to trade, and then you go and uh, activate update in TradingView. And whenever the TradingView sends the signal, we will place the orders on your behalf in your account as such. And TradingView, as you are aware, is running on cloud. You need not be sitting in front of your computer and keep watching it. All you have to do is just log in the morning. Always log in around 9 o'clock. Don't log in at 7 o'clock or 6 o'clock. Uh, the reason being that most of the brokers would be doing the maintenance part of the backend in the backend, and they will their systems will be updated, and they will provide us the token number only close to the market opening time. So please log in and enable these trades or strategies that you have created as close to the market opening timings as possible. Around 8:45, 9 is the suggested time. If you keep it as close to 9 o'clock, it is better, so that the signals get executed whenever the same are sent across the exchange. Sometimes if somebody has done it at say 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock, around market open time, the brokers would have refreshed their tokens, and we would not have the updated token. And when the signal comes, it will not be sent to the exchange or to the broker. So the trades will get missed out. So suggested that please log in around 9 o'clock and enable live trade or paper trade in the against the strategies that you have done. These are important points to be noted so that you don't miss out on the trades that happen, signals that happen. Yeah. So we had created, so we had created this indicator-based alert also. So the level is getting crossed. So it will wait for that candle to close, because we had said that, okay, trigger the alert only when the candle closes above this level. So the current candle is running, and 3 seconds left. So once that is done, it will give you a buy entry here, because RSI is moving up. So as you can see here, it has given a nifty options entry. So typically we had set options to be bought. We will see how that has worked. You can go here under my strategies. The strategy that we created was 150. This is the number. This is a unique running number. You can always sort it as per your strategy. If I type 150, it will show me this. So as you can see here, 11:14:02, we have got a buy signal, and order has been executed to buy 24,550, and RML order, it was executed at 11:04:04, 11:14:04, and the position running is quantity 1250. This is what we have chosen. So this is how you do the setup for options trading. Yeah. Now it is also, price is moving up. So we had said that, okay, if the price moves above this level of 67, 68 close to, and it starts coming down, then you give a reverse entry kind of thing. We'll wait for that to happen. Now, let us look at how do we automate based on the price action as such. Yeah. Now, for based on price action, what we will do is uh, somebody is wanting to know how to, on a buy sell indicator, how can I execute option buy call, and sorry, how can I execute option buy call or buy put one OTM. Okay, now this is what we just saw based on a buy sell indicator. So RSI, we had said the indicator, if the price is crossing from below this level of 15 to buy. So that is what we saw. And now we have said that if the RSI at this level, if the RSI goes up and starts coming down, I want the CE which was bought here to be closed and a PE to be taken. So we will wait for that signal to come. and we will see a similar kind of action of doing it based on the price as such. Okay, so for that we'll need to let us define one more strategy for trading in, say, options, so of bank nifty options. So we'll say give a name as bank options, and I'll select a similar rule, and I'll say the segment as dynamic options. Then I'll select bank nifty. Then I'll say current expiry, current month expiry. Then I'll say OTM 1, and say I'm showing it for you as a buyer. You're a buyer as such. The order type can be an RML or MIS. Market is the order price type. Then say we'll keep it as 500 lots. Quantity is 7,000. 300. So quantity is 4,500. So it will split orders into 900 and multiples of that to place a total order of 4,500. Then the rest of the parameters being there, I will submit the strategy. Once this is done, we have to copy the webhook URL and the indicator based entry and sell, buy and sell kind. So we created this for, let's copy this, go back here, enable paper trade, and come back to trading view. Now, a lot of people would trade based on the price action. Say that let's see how do we do it on a trend line. Now you can draw a trend line, for example, can be in any form. Say now I've drawn a trend line. If there is a breakdown below this trend line, I want a put to be taken. So here I come and say that okay, add alert, and crossing down is what I want. And once the bar closes below that level, so I'll give a name as BN options short entry. So here I paste the message as, instead of buy, I'll say because it is a breakdown that we are looking at, and I'll update this webhook URL. You can select, you need not have to switch off the system. You can go to view and copy this, come back to our trading view, paste the webhook URL here. So here we are saying that if the price drops down this trend line, I want to sell, that is to buy a PE. So that is what we have set. So whatever alerts that we create will be coming up here. Yeah, BN option short entry. So if the price closes below this trend line that I have drawn, it will take a short entry. You can also keep shifting this trend line. So you feel that okay, you want to take an entry if the price comes down to this level or this level, any level. So once you set the alert and based on the trend line that you have marked, the price will, the action will be triggered. So let me try and move it close to the current price. So we will wait and watch for this price line to be broken. You can give any color. So let's see if we get an entry. Now, once the short is taken, similarly, it can be price based also. Suppose you say that, okay, I want this is some kind of support that we are seeing here. You can say that, okay, if the price comes to this level, price goes below this level and then starts coming up, I'll need to take an entry. You can still define that. Now, how do we do that? The process is same. Right click on the line that you've drawn, add an alert on the line that you've drawn. say that, okay, if the price goes below that level and comes up, then and the price closes, the candle closes, only then the trigger has to be set. Then that is what will give it as a buy entry. So I copy the buy indicator box, message box from here, come back to trading view, paste that here. Then here we can say price based entry. And set the strategy, update the webbook URL accordingly. We will use the same webbook. Now, though the price has crossed below this, it is waiting for the candle to close. Once the candle closes, we will get a short entry, a couple of seconds, still 40 seconds away. So, so you have one more alert that we created, price based. Okay, and options based was on the based on the trend line. As you can see here at 11:22:01, it has just triggered a sell order. So you can go and check in our system what has happened to that signal. So we had looked at this bank options, strategy number 151. I will select the strategy number is 151. As you can see here, we got a sell signal and the order has been executed for so much quantity. Multiple orders are there because our quantity has been, what we set was 4,500. So it will split each order into 900 and place 5 orders. So we have 5 orders placed for 4,500 quantity. So this is how we set uh, automation for either indicator based or for price action based or for trend line kind of based, any kind of study that could be there, as long as you have a facility for adding an alert in the Pine script. Sorry, it could be another trend line saying that, okay, something like this also you can set, okay, if the price closes above this level, the breakout of this triangle, I want a C to be taken, it can be defined. So the process is same for indicator, price based action, trend line kind of based actions. The process is the same. You set typically 2 alerts, one for the entry and the other one for the exit. So entry, we had created this level here and another level for exit. So here it would have taken the CE. Here, once it goes above and starts coming down, it will take the PE as such. So this is how we set the alerts for either indicator or price-based actions. So if it is strategy, then we set the alert here, where there's nothing much to be defined, only one alert to be created. Whereas for indicator, it is 2 alerts, one for entry and one for exit. Depending on what you're going to automate, choose the template given by the trading view, update all the fields there, and create an alert. So whenever the conditions that you are defined are met, the order will get placed. Any questions so far? Suppose we have enabled strategy and our internet disrupted and account logged out or broker terminal not working, what will happen? See, as I was mentioning, once you log in at 9 o'clock, you can close the browser. Don't log out of the system. When I say log out, as you can see here, you can come and say a log out. Don't do the log out, but you can close the browser. If you close the browser, which is sufficient, now you can go back and any signals that come in, it will still get triggered. It will be taken, it will be processed. So let me log in again. the system will keep working as long as you're not logged out of our web page. It is okay to shut down the computer. It is fine. So uh, as you can see here, when we closed it using this button, we had kept these indicators in paper trade mode. Now, if I log out and log in, it will all become default as inactive states like this. So uh, mornings, log in and enable the live or paper trade once, and you can close the web page using this, or you can shut down your computer, also not an issue. So TradingView, as you are aware, is running on a cloud, and that will generate the signal. It will reach our system. It need not have to come to your computer at all. So the signal comes to us, and we will place the order in your broker account. Now, if the broker is down or even the exchange, we have seen that sometimes the exchanges also go down, then we will not be able to do much because order will not be placed. So those are very, very rare kind of instances, or a broker going down or an exchange going down. But in case if it goes down, the order will not be executed. However, if your computer is down or your mobile is shut off due to lack of power or something, no problem. As long as you had logged in at the right time and your strategy is running in TradingView, the orders will keep getting placed. So you need not be looking at the system. You need not have the browser on. You need not have to worry about order getting placed or not. It will keep happening at the back end. The TradingView, it is suggested that you can start with the essential plan, that is the basic plan. Now, that will allow you to create up to 20 uh, alerts as such. If it is more than that, then you will need to go in for a high-end plan. I think they are, you can look at various plans which are available. The pricings are given there. Yeah, the essential plan works out to 995 per month, provided you pay on an annual basis. Uh, this allows, as you can see, 20 price alerts can be done. The next plan, it allows 100 price alerts. The other one allows 400 price alerts. So the next plan is about uh, close to 2,000 rupees. The other plan is close to 4,000 rupees per month. These annual plans paid on a monthly basis as such. If you opt for a monthly plan, it will be slightly higher. If you take a monthly plan, it will work out to 1,295, close to 1,300, 2,500, 5,000 rupees close to. They keep offering some various discounts. They keep coming out with promotions. Make use of those discounts that they allow. A very useful feature to have. Every There are a huge number of things that can be done on trading in terms of automation or the studies that you get there or the strategies that you can build. Plus, biggest advantage is that it is running on a cloud. You need not have to worry about your internet going down or your systems going down. So always better to run it on the cloud. Kindly let me know if there are any other queries. We could take it up. So what we have seen is how do we do an automation based on strategy? How do we do a automation based on, say, an indicator? How do we do it based on a trend line breakdown or breakout, or a price-based action also? So for indicator, price-based or trend line kind of facility, the process is the same. Set an entry and also an exit. So based on that, it will keep placing orders for you. Any queries that you want me to address, kindly let me know. Yeah. Now, how do we choose a strategy on the terminal and use it for other symbol? For example, now I've taken super trend here. I would like to, this I set it for Bitcoin. If I want to do it for Nifty, for example, I open the Nifty chart. So as I was mentioning, the first thing in the automation is select your symbol, select the time frame in which you want to run it, and then create the alert. Now create, so for example, we have selected Nifty. Now create an alert for Nifty. Nifty. Sorry. Now, after that, suppose you want to take Reliance, you go to the symbols, then you say Reliance Industries. Select the, sorry, this is Reliance Power. So you take the Reliance Power, sorry, Reliance Industries, the script from here and set the alert. So say this as Reliance and create an alert. So it's the same super trend strategy. Of course, yeah, as you can see, it will TradingView will give an error saying that you exceeded the number of alerts that you can create. If it is beyond 20, then it will ask you to upgrade. If you upgrade, then this is how you create alert for each of the symbols. So same strategy, but you can vary the symbol and the time frame. So once you create an alert, it remains in TradingView, and it unless you change it. If you want to change the time or if you want to change the symbol, you have to go create a new alert. Suppose you set an alert for 1 minute, you want to trade in Reliance for 5 minutes, then you have to delete the alert which you created on 1 minute and create a new alert for Reliance in 5 minutes. So in TradingView, important point is the symbol and the time frame for creating the alert. Any time these two parameters are changed, then you have to create a new alert also. Yeah. See, when you are trading, say, super trend for, and you want to run, say, 20 stocks or 10 stocks, you need not have to keep changing that in Algomojo, because it is one strategy. And say, first signal will come from, say, Nifty, second will come from, say, Reliance, third could come from ABB, any of those things. So what we do is, since it is running on one strategy, you can create a strategy like this. For example, let me show it for equity. Say, we'll say equity. Then the rule I'll say is, normally equities are positional, means long only. It can be long plus short also. So say I'll select long only and say segment as equity. Then trading symbol, I'll say Reliance equity. Then order type is either MIS or CNC, and keep it as CNC. Price is always market. Then I say Reliance, I want 10 quantity. These are basic stuff that we define. Then we say submit. Then we go back here and we have a facility called watch list. In this watch list, you can add as many scripts you want as possible. For example, if you want to add Alchem, say, for example, give a name as Alchem and define that this is the trading symbol of Alchem and you want to trade, say, 15 quantity, add that. Then next you want to say add Yes Bank. Then define the select Yes Bank from this drop down and say that you want to add 500 quantity. So keep adding to this list. If the list is small, then you can type in, and once the quantity and the symbols are defined. So if Supertrend sends an order for Yes Bank, then 500 quantity of Yes Bank will be order will be placed. If it sends for Alchem, it will buy 15 quantity of Alchem. So here in Algomojo, it is one strategy that you create, and to that strategy, we keep adding the watch list of the shares that we want to trade using one strategy in TradingView. So say if we are running super trend in TradingView and we want the same super trend to be applied for, say, 10 stocks. So you create in super trend 10 alerts for each of the stocks in whatever time frame that you want the signals to happen in TradingView. Then add those into our watch list. That is it. That is the process to be followed. Yeah, one more difference that you will find is that in TradingView, for example, Reliance, when I want to add how do I know that this signal is coming from Reliance? So when you're doing it for stocks, what we have to do is the message box, we also have to match it with the symbol. So for that, we give you this code called, in my signals, we have this, sorry, my strategies. As you can see here, for strategy with symbol, I give this, I copy this, come to trading view, paste that here, and in ticker, I place the name as Reliance. So this is how our system will, when TradingView sends the signals to Algomojo, it will send either a buy or a sell for Reliance. That is how we will know. And accordingly, we'll place the order on Reliance when we get a signal from TradingView generated by Supertrend on Reliance. Hope that is clear. Yeah, so that is one method of doing it. And yeah, now, for example, we have created a strategy, for example, say that this I have created for Nifty options. Suppose I want to say this demo Nifty futures. I want to use the same parameters for Bank Nifty options. Either I can create a new strategy, or I come here and say clone, and it'll create an exact replica of the same thing that we created here. All the parameters will be the same. I go here and then edit, change the name instead of Nifty to Bank Nifty. And instead of 100, I make it 10 lots. Then the rest of the remaining things are the same. So I just say do an update. So as you can see here, you have created a new strategy for Bank Nifty trades from by cloning what you had done earlier. It saves you that effort and time, makes the process simple. If the parameters are similar, we suggest that use this facility called clone, which is available. If there are any other queries, kindly let me know. I can address them now. Anybody using Amibroker or would like to know, understand anything about that, please let me know. Yeah, coming back to our presentation, as you can see here, we had looked at various rules. One is the long only rule. So this is for people who want to take only long trades and don't want to take any short trades. Short trades, short only is for people who trade only short signals and who don't want to take any long trades. For people who want to do both long and short, there's a facility of long plus short, buy and sell. And buy sell short cover is similar to the previous one, except that if your charting platform is sending short and cover also as a action, use this rule. Otherwise, buy and sell will be sufficient, long plus short. And in Amibroker also you can use short and cover. Short and cover is more found in Amibroker environment. Then stop and reversal is for strategies like your super trend, which is always in trade, either long or short. So you want to take an entry, and when the reversal comes, you want to stop the existing position and take the reverse position. That is what it means. Now, this is what we have seen, super trend automation based on RSI. How do we do it? Price action based also is what we see how we do it. Now, Amibroker needs a bit of expertise in terms of usage. Of course, there are advantages and disadvantages of Amibroker. If there are any users of Amibroker, we can try and see that also. Otherwise, we can leave that as of now. Similar, the process is more simple there. We have launched something called a strategy store. Now, what does strategy store do is we have three very popular strategies, that is super trend, half trend, and alpha trend, made available in our platform itself. So you need not have to do any alert creation if you want to use super trend for trading in Nifty, Bank Nifty, or Nifty or Bank Nifty. And the time frames that we allow is 1 minute, 5 minutes and 15 minutes. And it's all for personal trades, default set for ATM. And you can do a paper trade or live trade also. Let me just show you where to use this. So if you come to strategy store, there's a button called strategy store. These are the 3 strategies that are inbuilt in our system. Excuse me. So if you want to subscribe to any of these or know more about these strategies, you can look at the details of these strategies, which are provided here. Alpha trend also similar, how it works. A brief is provided. And suppose say you want to run super trend on say Bank Nifty and you want to run it on a 1 minute or 5 minute time frame, you mention these and say add to the strategy. There's a disclaimer. These are not guaranteed schemes. These are not things that we are promoting. These are strategies which are very popular and available in the market. We are just making it available for users to opt for it. That's it. So there's a small disclaimer. Any profit and loss is not our responsibility. All backtesting and timeframes to be studied by the users. And once they're convinced that it is the instrument or strategy that is suitable for them, they can opt for trading in that. Once you say yes, our system will create the strategy for you here. As you can see, as you can see here, Super Trend Bank Nifty 5 minute has been created. So every day morning, you come and switch on the live trade or the paper trade. It will start working for you. You need not have to do any other changes like in TradingView or Amibroker. You need not have to do the setup in any of these platforms. All you have to do is use the paper trade facility or live trade. Or if you want to change any parameters, like you want to edit any of these stuff, like you want to trade in instead of ATM, you want to make it ITM 3, something like that. You can do that. Instead of 1 lot, you want to make 15 lots. You can do that and update it. So system will the signals will come from Algomojo end and it will get executed in your platform. So it's a simple thing that we have allowed people to use on these 3 popular strategies. Again, in disclaimer, it is not that we are guaranteeing any returns on this. This study has to be done by the users, and enough material is available in the net regarding super trend and alpha trend and half trend. These are we have incorporated in our systems as such for people to use. So there's no, you may not have to have a subscription for data feed or subscription of TradingView or charting, any of those for using these strategies. It is all run in our system itself. Yes. But as a user, you have to do a login every day at 9 o'clock, around 9 o'clock, and switch on the live or the paper trade that you wish to continue with. And accordingly, whenever the signals are generated, it will get executed. If it's paper trade, you will be able to see only under my signals here, all the trades that get generated, all the positions that are open. You can see all those here. If it is live trade, you can see it in a broker terminal also, or from here also. You can go to position book here, or dashboard here, and orders, details, all that can be seen in this case. If it is live trade. If it is paper trade, it will not be shown here. It will be shown under my signals only. Since these are not hitting the exchange, it will be in our system only. It will be, you will be able to see it only in our website. Yeah. So as I was mentioning, these are the popular strategies available for Nifty and Bank Nifty. And a brief about our support structure. We are available from 9 to 5 on all working days. On Saturdays from 10 to 5. You can contact us on WhatsApp or you can give a call. You can raise a ticket using our platform, and you can send an email so that any queries that you would have or any support that you need will get addressed. This is our website. In case if you have any queries, you can raise them now. My name is Lokesh. I'm part of Infolab, which owns the Algomojo platform. We have a blog, and this is our website. kindly get in touch with us in case you need any more details, any support, any information about our services and uh, features that we offer by any of these methods, either through email or WhatsApp or giving a call. We'll be happy to assist you. We also take up coding for Amibroker and trading at an additional cost. The cost would depend on the kind of complexity of the uh, coding that is required, programming that is required, depending on the logic that you have. So there's no minimum or maximum price involved. You have to, based on case to case basis on the requirement, we will come back to you with the pricing as such. Kindly let me know in case you have any queries. See, for trade, proprietary, we don't have any proprietary indicators. What we are making available is the super trend, alpha trend, and half trend kind of facilities as such. We are more of a platform provider. We are more of a bridge provider for automating the trades from your charting tools like TradingView, Charting, Amibroker, such kind of platforms. And whenever those generate signal, we act as a bridge by taking those signals and placing the orders in your platform, in your broker platform for you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thanks again for providing an opportunity for us to present about our platforms. Feel free to contact us anytime in case you need any information or any support. We will conclude this small discussion now. Thank you.